guys, it's Sneak. So I forgot to do an intro and an outro to this video, so we're pretty much just jumping right into it. But basically this video is going to be me showing you guys how I achieved the color on this hair. So basically the entire style is going to be it's going to be an all black wig, and that front piece that's separated from the rest of the hair is going to be a bright pink streak. A very loyal client that I deeply appreciate. She made this custom unit request, so I was really excited to do it because I've never done I've never really done a bright color before on a wig. So yeah, this is basically the easiest way that I achieved this kind of style. So before I get started, don't forget to subscribe and join the family. I appreciate all of you who watch my videos, and I appreciate all of you who do subscribe. Okay, so anyway, basically how I easiest achieve doing this type of color scheme in the most, I guess, effective and time-saving way is, as you guys can see, I section out the hair beforehand, and I think I have another video up of me doing that. But anyway, I section out the hair that's going to be like a streak of a different color, and I separate that from the rest of the closure, and I pretty much just dye the closure as I normally would, and I just dye around that piece, and you guys will see me do that. I apologize too that I keep covering the actual closure. I didn't want to hold it with my fingers because my fingertips had dye on them, so I didn't want to stain the closure. But it's pretty much the same way that I do every closure dye when I'm dyeing up to the root. So honestly, any video that I have of me dyeing a closure, it's the same process. The only difference is I'm not getting any dye on that left out piece. So this gets pretty redundant, so I'm going to speed it up so you guys can see the rest of the process of me dyeing it. And I forgot to mention products, but as y'all can see, I use the Clairol Nice and Easy permanent hair dye. I normally would use the Revlon Color Stay. However, Walmart, like all the Walmarts near me, were out of it. So this was the next, like this isn't as cheap as the Revlon, but it was the second cheapest that was there, so I just got this one. I would recommend just using the Revlon. I feel like when it comes to dark colors, I use the cheapest dye. So just to mention that. So it won't be on video because I only filmed myself dyeing the roots, which I didn't realize. But once I completed the roots, I went down through the rest of the hair and just dyed the ends. Then I flipped it over and dyed the ends of the other side and wrapped it with foil to start the bleaching process. And the bleaching process I did film, so that will be up next. Okay, y'all, so I always forget, but this time I finally remembered to film me, sorry, I'm boiling water in the background because I'm about to make tea, but hopefully y'all can hear me. If not, I'll just do a voiceover. Oh, this probably makes it worse. Hold on. Okay. So I finally remembered to film me dyeing the front strip that I bleached. So yeah, basically I'm going to be using my Redken flash lift because it lifts up to 8 levels. And that way I should be getting the blonde piece as light as I need it, because I'm going to need it pretty light for the style that my client wants. So I'm going to do, I don't even need this much, but we're here, so I'm doing that bleach powder. I'm using 30 volume developer because I hate 40 volume. I feel like that's for professionals, which I am not, and I'm not trying to damage this girl's hair. So 30 it is. So basically what I do is, y'all saw how I dyed the rest of the hair. I left that on. It's been pretty much 2 hours at this point, a little over 2 hours. And then for the last like 30 minutes or so is when I would do the bleach process. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm keeping the hair separated. I'm going to dye the strip. Y'all see I have it with the lace laying down on purpose. I'm going to do this side first, flip it over, paint the other side, and then bleach the closure. So, trying to maximize efficiency. Okay. Oh, so my big brush still has a little bit of, I didn't fully wash it out from dyeing the black, so I'm going to use my small brush to do the strip. I'm going to make this pretty milky because it helps to saturate the hair, and it helps to keep it like fully moisturized in a sense, because of course when you're bleaching hair you're drying it out. So I've noticed that like really coating the hair helps the color lift better, and it helps it not damage so much. Then I'm going to add a little bit more mix so I can do the closure. And I honestly might wash the hair out before I wash out the closure, because the hair process is very fast. The knots take a little bit longer, but the hair itself processes kind of fast. But I'm going to try and hurry up and do the closure so that I don't have to do that. So, taking my sponge, so y'all know I don't use brush. Bring it forward and go. I'm coming, Rocky. You hungry? So I didn't show, but the rest of the bundles were dyed before the bleaching process, obviously because it takes the hair longer to dye than to bleach. But I didn't film that process just because it's just a black dye. It wasn't anything crazy. All I did was put the dye on the hair and just raked it through with my fingers. But yeah, so I didn't show that part. So I'll just let you guys know that once the bleach had set, I had washed out the closure and the bundles, constructed the wig, and then I did the pink strip in the front. So the pink strip, you guys will see I'll be showing you guys how I dyed it and washed it out. That'll be in the next clip. And for this piece, I let the bleach sit for about 30 minutes before I washed it out of both the closure and the hair. Okay, you guys, so this is the next morning. I constructed the wig, and now I'm about to do the pink strip. So the easiest way to do this, in my opinion, is to pull all of the rest of the hair back to make sure that it's out of the way and that it's not, that it doesn't get wet when you're washing the streak out. And then I just placed the strip on top of some foil and poured the dye on there and just brushed it in. So you'll see me do that in a second, but that was pretty much all I did to dye the hair. I just made sure that I saturated the hair with a lot of dye. So, and yes, as you can see, I'm using the Adora brand in the color Pink Blush. It's like a hot fuchsia pink, and it's so pretty. You guys will see at the end, but it's a really pretty color. So yeah, I will speed this up and let you guys watch that. So I brushed my teeth, so I feel like I could be in y'all face now. So yeah, I just brushed my teeth, so that should have been enough time for my hair to process. So I'm about to wash it out now, and I'm gonna show you guys how I wash it, because I'm not gonna wash the full wig. The wig has just been dyed, so it's been fully washed, deep conditioned, all that stuff. So I'm not about to wash it again. And besides, I need it to dry quickly, and if I wash the whole wig, then it's not going to. So I'm about to show y'all how I do that. After washing it out, I let it air dry, styled it, and this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe.